about to go down.
Girl, as you can see, guess what? I am back. I am back on here so that I can give y'all an update on what's been going on for the last 2 weeks. Some of this shit is just like flat out hilarious. And some of this stuff is you can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. The reason why I'm making this video today is so I can do my makeup, I can talk to y'all, and we can just talk about everything and update everybody on exactly what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Not just what I've been doing, just how shit been going for the last 2 weeks. And plus, my birthday came and I went and I bought a ton of new makeup and stuff like this. So why not do my makeup? Why not? And my brows today is like, girl, damn, 9 out of 10. Now, they ain't not a 10 out of 10 today, but they are 9 out of 10. But nevertheless, hi, my name is Monica, and welcome back to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And today, we doing makeup and giving an update. Okay, so for the last maybe month and a half, or maybe 3 months, maybe 3, I have been preparing for a wedding that my husband was a groomsman in. And I was doing like the bride's makeup and stuff like this. So I have been preparing for that. Now keep in mind, this started like maybe, I started preparing for this wedding, I think maybe in September. Yeah, because I had forgot. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. I had forgot. So I'm rushing to make sure I got my dress, rushing to make sure I got everything that I need. Now this is my Nivea cream that I don't know why it's acting crazy like this, but I'm gonna rub this in here because I don't know about this foundation that I'm using today. I've been had it, but nevertheless, I ain't never used it, so we're gonna use it today. Now keep in mind, I have been buying my dress, getting ready for this wedding, trying to prepare myself for going out of town. Now, not thinking, okay, now that we got our face all moisturized and everything else. Now listen, I had forgot about a wedding that my husband was being a groomsman in recently. So back in September, I had been starting to get my dress and stuff like this, trying to get everything brought in and all this other extra stuff. In between this, I'm keeping contact with my mom, my sister, and my brother. Mainly my mom and my sister because Margaret got something going on with her, but I'm going to tell you about that a little later. But I was keeping in contact with these people because I got to still maintain everything. Kids are included. Okay, so maybe, okay, this was last week. So last week Monday went smooth. Went to work, nothing happened. It's the countdown now. We 3 days in, we getting ready to get on the highway, headed to my friend's wedding. Now, keep in mind, nothing had been jumping off all this time. Everything was running smoothly until the phone rang in morning. So I'm in morning meeting, and I get a phone call. It's my mom. When I look down at the phone, I go in the hallway and I listen to what's going on. My mom, Monica called the ambulance. Monica called the ambulance. Something's wrong with me. Call the ambulance. Now, keep in mind, I'm exactly maybe about, I'm going to say 15 minutes from my job to my mom's house. My mom is telling me she didn't call Margaret. She didn't call my brother. She called me talking about, Mike, I need you to take me to the hospital. That means my mom is sick. When my mom requests me, that means she's sick. Okay, so immediately I run out. I yell down in the morning meeting, hey, I got to go. My mom. It's my mom. I get to my mom's house. Now, I done called 911 from the car, driving like a bat out of hell all the way to my mom's house in order to see my mom completely out of it, completely hurting, can't move, ain't slept. She ain't called me. She said that she talked to my siblings, but they decided that, you know, she was going to be okay. Okay, what you just see me patting in was this P. Louise base because I'm getting my eyes ready and prepared for eyeshadow. So I get to my mom's house. The ambulance is there. No, the ambulance wasn't there. I get there before the ambulance because I'm driving like a bat out of hell, hoping and praying that the police pull me over. But of course they didn't. So I don't understand that. But okay, police, okay. But anywho, I get to my mom's house. I yank her door open. Boom. By that time, the ambulance and the fire truck that pulled up, we trying to get my mom to the car. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what's going on with her, so I'm immediately trying to go through everything. My brother pulls up. My sister is on the phone. I'm headed to the hospital. So I get there. The ambulance gets there. Blase scoop, whoopity-whoop. We get to the back. Boom. So they get to ask my mom questions, and they taking her for a CAT scan, MRI, all this shit, because she's saying that her side is killing her. So I'm thinking immediately, like, my mom is not a water drinker, so maybe I'm thinking it's like that. No, it's not the water. Okay, so The lady, they analyzed my mom. Now, see, you know I'm crazy because that was damn Juvia's Place base that I put on there. And I said some damn P. Louise. But nevertheless, let me have a drink, child, because Jesus. So the nurse coming back and forth, she's listening to me and my sister talking, and instead of her minding her business, she all in our business. She's dipping in my conversation, but she's gathering a little information so she could wait until I come out of there, because me being my mom's medical POA, I'm taking control of the situation. Keep in mind, this is my mother. I don't think she did the research on, this is my mother, lady, and you need to man the business that's paying you, which is not my mother. Okay, so I step out the room, Jesus. This lady comes over, and I'm thinking she's getting ready to update me on the MRI or anything like this. No, you know what she tells me? She said, see, I'm not one to be in somebody's business, but now keep in mind, my mother's hollering out like, oh, and all this other stuff when they moving around and stuff like this. They gave her IV. So this lady is coming to me, and this is what she says. She says, Miss King. I say, yes. She said, I wasn't trying to be in your business, but I overheard you and your sister talking about you have your mom every week to lay on the floor and get up by herself. And I'm like, And she was like, well, see, if I was like being malicious, I would have called Adult Protective Services. Bitch, who you talking to? I said, wait, what? She like, yeah, I would have called Adult Protective Services, because you can't be having your mother laying on the ground. Now, keep in mind, the reason why I have my mom laying on the ground is because if my mom is in a situation where she falls and nobody is there, I have showed my mother single-handedly had to get up off the floor if nobody's there to assist her. Now, keep in mind, my mother had 3 major falls, and not a hip, not a knee, not nothing, and she got to the fall. Now, with my mom having these falls and stuff, because I've showed her how to get off the floor and we've rehearsed this over and over, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, because keep in mind, just because textbook stuff sells you something, that doesn't mean that works for everybody. That doesn't mean that. That just means that's textbook. This is my mother. This is somebody that I've seen all my life. This is somebody that I know my mother. Keep in mind, 2 years ago, Mother's Day, my mother got into a whole fight and had to fall on the floor, roll on the truck, jump back up, and still try to fight in a fight that was not even hers. Now, keep in mind, this is my mother. This is Mary King. This is my mother. So, I'm showing my mother how to get on, up, and off the floor if something goes on. So, I've even showed her how to roll to the steps and roll out her door, or roll to the steps and get herself up using the steps, because this is my mother. This is not textbook. This is my mother. This is what I was showing my mother, but the bitch was not minding her business. She was in my business. Now, keep in mind, before we go any further, the palette that I'm using today is one of the ones I bought for my birthday, which is the Natasha Denona bronze palette, and it looks like this. So, and the inside, hold on. And the inside looks like this. This is how the inside of the palette looks. Now, keep in mind, so I'm thinking to myself, self, don't act crazy, because this is not the time and the place. So she was like, but then I overheard you say what was going on. So I politely told her, I said, honey, listen. I said, right now, it's not about this conversation that me and you can have, because, see, if Adult Protection Services walk in there on my mother, they're going to come running out, because my mother going to handle her business, whether she was sick or not. But because you are in my business when it comes to my mother, I'm going to need you to back the fuck off, okay? Back off before I tear this whole ER up. So not only did she back up, but she switched nurses. She gave us a... By me spending all day there with my mom at the hospital, that threw my job off down by a day. Now, keep in mind, this is 4 days in. That threw my job off. That threw everything off that I had to go pack and stuff like this. Keep in mind, I then was looking for stuff like, how can I get this done without interrupting no more parts of the week, because now I'm behind. So get my mom settled. Boom. She's at home. Boom. Okay. What I've done so far is I put that brown shade in first, and then I put the shade Bone, and what's that Bone? Or what am I calling it something else? This is Beach and Sundown. I mixed those together, and I put those on my lid, and I did whatever, and I mixed it in, and I blended and blended and blended, and this is what we came up with. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to put this palette back before I break it, and I have a whole fit because Natasha Denona, not cheap, okay? But anywho, by me having to do this, now I'm looking for lashes. That brings me to the lashes that I have on. So now that all this is going on, I'm thinking like, okay, Monica, go ahead and get your lashes done. Normally the girl that does my lashes, which is my niece, she'll come and she'll do my lashes or whatever the case may be. But this is not just for every day. This is not just for event that's here. This is a wedding of, listen to this, the bridesmaid. She had 16 bridesmaids. She had 2 maids of honor and all this other stuff. So this is an important wedding. This is a big wedding. So I knew I wanted them glamorous and I wanted them to be attractive, but I didn't want them heavy. So I ran across a club sister of mine. Her name is Janelle Smith. And Janelle, she has, her lash company is called Lash & Co. And when I seen her lashes, it was absolutely beautiful. Her lashes was absolutely beautiful. And then when I made the appointment, which was the day before we were supposed to leave, she did my lashes. Now, I'm going to show y'all a clip of her doing my lashes, and then we're going to talk about it. Now, see, this is her card. And when I tell you, all people kept asking me was, who did your lashes? And are those lash extensions? No, these are individuals. But look at that. Oh, my God. I couldn't wait. So, y'all going to see me in the blue dress and stuff like this at the wedding and stuff like this. Now, keep in mind, now, she did my lashes. I came up with a code, had a Zoom doctor's meeting because I had this cold that's going around. So, I had to double up on my antibiotics. It was a whole mess. Now, keep in mind, in between this, I'm still taking care of my mom, listening to my sister, and taking care of my husband, making sure the kids is correct. They don't want to watch the little dog. It's a whole lot of shit. Jesus, I'm going to take another damn drink at this point. Okay. She was very understanding when I went and got my lashes done. Very clean environment. Very nice. Janelle, 10 out of 10, baby. This is for you. Okay, so, but keep in mind, now between all this stuff, I still got to get my stuff done at my job. Make sure, because see, I didn't want to go out of town for 4 days and then somebody's doing my job for me. Because keep in mind, I only been there still about, what, 8 months, 9 months now? Oh, okay. So, in between this, I'm overwhelmed at this point. I call my cousin Danielle. I call Danielle and I'm talking to her. She's trying to calm me down like, Monica, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know that the family crazy, this, and that. And I'm telling her, she's talking to me. She done broke me out and laughing and stuff because she done told me a story about my mom and my dad fighting in the bathtub. But keep in mind, you know, this is what I needed, but I'm going to tell y'all that story in another video. But anywho, this is what I'm doing now is I'm preparing my face for foundation and a whole bunch of other extra stuff that I'm going to do today because I hadn't been doing my makeup because I had been talking and stuff. How can I be Monica Makeup and Stories of Beauty and don't do no makeup, girl? Bye. Okay, I'm going to show y'all what primers I used. I used the Tasha Silk Canvas Primer. I used that on like the perimeter of my face, not in the center, because I tend to be more oily in the center and more dry on the outside. So I did prime first with that. But in the center, I used this Becca, Becca, y'all need to bring my stuff back because I'm penny pinching at this point with this. This is a game changer. Oh my, girl, And then I sprayed it down with this, the Silk Canvas from, them people. So, in between this, Margaret calls me. Now, we're going to go back maybe a week before this all started with my mom. We're going to go back a week prior to. We're going to talk about Margaret. Margaret calls me and because Margaret had no idea maybe a year ago or maybe a year and a half ago, Margaret had COVID. And by Margaret having COVID, Margaret's been sick. So she's been back. Okay, so Margaret calls me and she's like, Mark, I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So me not thinking like it's going to be something bad or something that's going to be concerning with me, I listened to Margaret's story. So Margaret's telling me, she said, Monica, she was telling me all this time about, you know, her being sick and stuff like this. I've been monitoring Margaret as well as monitoring my mom. So now I'm monitoring everybody. Margaret calls me and she said, my doctor scheduled me for a procedure on the 21st of this month. I was like, Margaret, what's going on? She tells me, Margaret's heart is beating irregularly. So they're going to stop it for 9 seconds or something, stuff like this. And they're going to re-hit it with the defibrillator, boom. And they go just to make sure that put her heart back on the right beat, like it's supposed to be. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what? What are you talking about, Margaret? So I'm gonna tell y'all what foundation that I use for my face. I use this Becca. No, not Becca. Why am I stuck on Becca? Listen, Lord, don't. No more drinking for Monica. I use this Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is the color that I used. I mixed it with just a little bit of this. What did I use? This Urban Decay. What is this? The Stay Naked foundation, and this is the color with that one. I mixed them together, and this is what the foundation looks like. Now, as far as concealer goes, what you see right now, I'm using this. This is by Juvia's Place, and that's the color right there. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute before I pat it out. But anyway, Margaret is telling me this, and now I'm all totally fucked up. Now, in between this, I got this wedding stuff going on. I got my mom. Now I got this stuff on my mind constantly about my sister. So, okay, before we go any further, I am setting my concealer under my eye with this Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Matte Palette in 310. Look at this. I just want to show y'all this. I stopped so I can show y'all this. Look at this. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look how smooth that is doing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at that. Oh. You always look up when you're setting it, but look how it's setting, honey. Ooh. Okay, but anyway, now I got this on my mind. I got to still get to my destination. I got 9 faces to do when I get there, not counting the bride. So I got a lot on my plate. And on top of all this, my mom is still acting semi-crazy. So, yeah. I got Margaret on my mind, my mom, and the wedding. Okay, and what I used as far as blush goes, I used my Juvia's Place volume. What the volume is this? Volume 1 palette to use for my blush. I absolutely love it. I actually contoured with my Morphe 8H palette, and my lips are by Juvia's Place. But I think I mainly wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk to y'all about the things that has been going on and do my makeup for y'all. And I think it turned out pretty good. I think so. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, I just wanted y'all to see my makeup, and I wanted to talk to y'all about the updates with my mom and to tell y'all about my new lash tech. Yes, honey. Look at that. I didn't even have to use eyeliner at the top. I just put it at the bottom, winged it out, boom. So yeah, everything's fine as far as my mom is going, and I absolutely love this look. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I think I'm going to do it like this. I set my foundation with this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in 410. I set my foundation with this, and then I sprayed it down with this Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, which I bought for my birthday as well. Now, just like I said, I absolutely want to shout out my lash tech, Janelle at Lash and Company. I absolutely love them, honey. But I wanted to kind of update y'all and do my makeup for y'all because I got naysayers and haters and stuff, which, you know, leaving comments that I ain't did my makeup and stuff. But this is the final look, and I'm going to get up close so y'all can see. Girl, listen. Absolutely 10 out of 10, girl. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And I thank y'all for watching, and I thank y'all for sticking this out with me because, child, listen, I need all the help I can get at this point. But like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.